information that you guys won't want to miss. You don't need to be a mechanic. And I'm actually going to get right into that because to me it's very important. You guys may be buying a car, or grandson, son, daughter, somebody's going to buy a car for $3,000 to $4,000. We all know what this is, right? Because let me tell you that $2,000 to $5,000 on Craigslist, that's risky. And do you know why? When there's a problem with this vehicle, what will come on? The check engine light, right? We know, we've seen the check engine light. Not to fear it, but what these guys are doing is they're taking the check engine light bulb out, throwing it away. You buy the car, all the lights are off. You think everything's okay. Now you're saying to yourself, how do I know I'm okay? What do I do? The first thing you do, turn the key on. Don't start it. All these lights should come on, including the check engine light. I want you to pull out of these blue boxes the air filter. And they're clean, so don't worry if you don't got your gloves on. Take this flashlight out. Turn it on. I'm going to show you a trick. Put that flashlight through that air filter. Can you see the light? That's telling you the filter's clean. Know about the filter. Show and tell's huge, right? So if someone says, hey, I need a filter, ask them to make sure it's from your car. Fluid flushing is important, okay? But how often we do it can be overkill. Always go to the owner's manual. If a mechanic tells you you need blah, 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 go to the owner's manual. Because guess what? A lot of that's in there. So here's transmission fluid. It's red, right? Okay. It's transmission fluid. It's red. Don't drink it. It looks tasty. It looks like wine. It looks good. But we don't want to drink this. Power steering fluid. I want you to know something about this. It's very important. This is very flammable. Realistically, it's clear in this bottle. As it circulates, it'll get a little brown. Okay, now light's hitting it, so it's kind of yellowishy. Okay, bottom line, every oil change, they need to check it. Brake fluid, hydraulic fluid. What I want you to know about this stuff, this will eat stuff up, and that's why I'm not going to pour it in this plastic cup, because at the end of this session, it's going to be all over. This is an engine mount. We can see it's rubber. It's an insulator. You have several of these on the vehicle. The engine sits, think of a rectangle. Engine and transmission, a rectangle. Each corner of that rectangle has one of these guys. And the engine produces a lot of harmonics. That's fancy for noise. What happens is this dampens those harmonics, those noises. And over time, there's two things that will happen to engine mounts. They get hard and brittle, they're rubber. What happens to rubber when it heats up? Get hard and brittle over time. The other thing is it separates. Look at that, that's supposed to be one piece. Typically the squeaks is because the belt is stretched. These guys do stretch over time. Or in the case of that new rubber, it wears depth-wise. Or in the case of the more common rubber at this point, they crack. Okay, so just check it every oil change. This is about what a nice clean brake system should look like. Rotor's got not blemishes. Look at this guy. This is just trifling. This is just terrible. This brake pad fell out of the vehicle. The guy said, I think I need brakes, but I need to tow my vehicle in. And if you're taking it into a garage and you've been going in there for a while and it gets to this point, fire your mechanic. Fire him. There's no reason to get there. And you can fire people. It's your money and it's your car. You got a lot of good mechanics. Most mechanics are honest as they can get. It's the service counters. It's the service counters. The ex-aluminum siding salesmen that are now trying to sell you service or present service. So remember that. By design, mechanics have to go A to Z. They can't skip steps or else they're not going to be a mechanic. That creates some trust on their own part to do things right. So remember that. Okay? So squeaks and all that, check that out immediately. And there's no shame in saying, hey, can I get it checked during the oil change? Do it. Check it during the oil change. Very good, okay? Don't forget your flashlights, and don't forget to hug a mechanic. We could use one. Thank you guys for coming out. We're gonna do this again. Yes, yes. Thank you guys.